Good morning, teachers, young men of the Diocesan Boys School, friends of the diocesan community. Welcome back to DBS. Over the summer, our teachers, tutors, our coaches, our choral and instrumental groups, our debate team, our drama team, our student council, our prefect boards were all still hard at work. Seeing them work, I saw why we have thrived for the past 145 years. Without fail, in every project, I saw our young men working together with our seniors, and our seniors working with our old boys and the community. I see the secret of our success, the selfless sharing of knowledge, skills, time, and effort. This circle goes on and on. Please join me in congratulating the teachers and students for their wonderful work for the past few months. Last weekend, I attended the inter-school debate finals. The motion of the debate was this: we are the masters of our destiny. It was a brilliantly and valiantly fought debate. It was as exciting a debate as I have ever been to. But whether or not we are the masters of our fate or subjects to the circumstances around us or beyond our control, I will leave that to the philosophers and the experts. But one thing we all agreed that day and today: whether we feel that we are masters of our own fate or whether we are subject to the greater forces around us, we must still, nonetheless, seize the day, giving our utmost to the day ahead of us and making every moment count. Just like the wonderful movie from 25 years ago, Dead Poets Society, that reminded us with these Latin words: Carpe diem, seize the day. What does it mean for us to seize the day? For the grade 12 boys, that means we have 98 chances, 98 days before we face the mock exams and ultimately the HKDSE or the IB exams. For our swimmers, we have 45 days before we face our formidable foes once again. For the rest of us, it might mean taking one step at a time to achieve goals that might seem impossible for all of us at the moment. We may or may not triumph at the end, but we must begin today. How do we seize the day as we continue to face times of change, transition, and perhaps conflict? I believe the first and most vital quality is the quality of discernment. It is the ability to see and understand people, things, or situations clearly and intelligently. In the coming days, we will be engulfed by information from all corners, sometimes for very worthy causes, sometimes not, sometimes with very effective methods, sometimes not. It is vital that we all remember the actions we take are in our hands. We owe it to ourselves to find the ultimate truth, because it is knowledge that empowers wisdom and wisdom that empowers righteous action. There is no greater civic duty than the duty to the truth. But perhaps for some of us, it is not a problem with distinguishing truth from distortion. It is that we may have lost our direction, our calling. There are so many paths open, yet so few seem achievable. It is easy to feel powerless amidst a deluge of conflicts, options, and change. The core of education at DBS is about building the resilience necessary to scale great heights. Sometimes you may question why we give you so much freedom to try and fail, why we assign you so much academically and yet still expect you to excel outside of school. Because we see that grades will get you into college, and that is hugely important, but your character you build will let you thrive in life. In the future, there will be no one to teach you how to pick yourself up again or how to juggle so many balls at once, but that is all part of the same education we try to impart. Every failure teaches you how to empathize, how to rebuild, and how to improve upon yourself. The path to our calling is never a smooth one. Finding our path requires repetitive failure, and even when we do, it takes a keen sense of perspective to reach our final goal. For those of you who are entering DBS for the first time, you may have realized that our class names are quite different. DSP, MJT, all represent biblical names that we believe embody precious core values. I want to share with you the story of Moses today, the namesake of M classes. He exemplified the inspirational verse that says, "Not by power, nor by might, but by my spirit, says the Lord." It is somewhat ironic that I began my speech by congratulating the debaters, speakers who are clear in thought and eloquent in their speech, and now use Moses as an example. When God wanted to deliver the Israelites from Egypt, he asked Moses, a man who was not a natural leader and could not speak with assurance and eloquence. Moses at first declined the call and offered and recommended his brother Aaron instead to go because he was a much more convincing speaker. But God continued to call Moses. And Moses eventually answered at the burning bush and said, "Here I am, Lord, send me." And through Moses, God delivered the Israelites out of Egypt. Boys, you will enter into adulthood in no time, and inevitably, we will be called one day. I read from Matthew 5:14. "You are the light of the world, like a city on a mountain, glowing in the night for all to see." You must be the light, not to draw attention to yourself, but to combat darkness. At DBS, we always like to think of ourselves as warriors, and being a light to the world is exactly this. We must set our lives ablaze to combat darkness. We must rise to defeat apathy. We must rise to defeat injustice. We must bring peace to those who hate, bring love to those who fear, and to give strength to those who are weak. Boys, the strength of these words and the education we endow upon you will be tested continuously for the rest of your lives. It is vital that at the beginning of a new academic year, we hold on to these values in every task that we pursue, because the character and the identity we build is the unifying soul for all of us. May God bless you all, and may God bless the Diocesan Boys School. Thank you.